Hey, welcome back to the Prim Show. Today I have a special guest, Tony Man. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Tony Man Double Zero. I changed my name to Tony Man Double Zero TV because that's what I'm about to be from now on when I start doing my reviews of like sports and wrestling and whatever else comes to mind on that particular day.
Well, I'm glad that you're on the platform. You've been one of the main people that have been checking me out, supporting me. So I'm glad you're up here, and we're gonna enjoy it and just hang out. So,
all right.
The main topic will be thrillers, suspense, and plot twists in movies. Basically, the reason why I came up with this topic is basically because a lot of movies these days, Tony, have been a lot of sci-fi and superhero movies, which there's nothing wrong with that. But our generation grew up with a lot of mysteries and plot twists and stuff like that. So let's get right into it by asking you: are there any suspense movies or thrillers and suspense movies making a comeback? You feel?
No, not really. I mean, M. Night Shyamalan probably had one, but I'm like this movie Old that I saw. Like I was reading the reviews for it, and people said it sucked. So it's
really?
like, yeah, I've seen a lot of like. There's nothing. I mean, except if you want to talk about like the suspenseful movies, I would have to say more like James Bond movies are more suspenseful than any kind of wannabe, creepy us thing. It's just or old. I don't know. It's just
different.
Yeah, it doesn't catch my eye anymore. They're boring.
Yeah, because I grew up where we had Murder on the Oriental Express, Knife Out, Who Done It, stuff like that.
Yeah,
where there's suspense. Alfred Hitchcock. That's our genre of movies. Vertigo. So forth and so on.
Yeah,
where it really relied on really good script writing, and if you can't write these good scripts, this is what you get. Hey, what's up, Night Watch?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
we're good. We're talking about thrillers, suspense, and plot twists in movies.
Nice.
Something that we grew up with. I was saying to Tony, man, Murder on the Oriental Express, a lot of Alfred Hitchcock movies, stuff like that, so forth and so on.
Yeah.
But there is one that just came out last year called Knives Out. Have you guys heard about that?
Oh, yeah.
No, what is it? What was it called?
Knives Out.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. So basically that one is a whodunit,
It was good.
Oh, so you did see it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. Because Netflix just brought the rights and they're making a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to get up the cast back and they're adding more cast to it. So I'm going to have to watch that myself. But
yeah, it's a big like $400 million deal that Netflix did with Ryan Johnson to develop the 2 movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Cool. So when it comes to thrillers and spy movies, guys, there's different genres. You have your political, you have your drama, comedy, and spy. Which one do you cater to, Tony, man?
Well, I'm more like thrillers, probably spy movies, like I said, like, and not the old James Bond, like maybe Roger Moore.
Okay.
Daniel Craig was the one that put me back onto James Bond stuff because I didn't like what's his name, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was becoming kind of hokey for me. I know that Roger Moore was kind of hokey with Octopussy, but Daniel Craig, to me, showed like the real type of spy. Actually killing people on screen and not saying something corny.
I got you. So Tony, Night Watch, what genre do you feel you cater to when it comes to thrillers and suspense?
I actually love them all, to be honest with you. I mean, I love spy, but I also love political thrillers as well, man. As a matter of fact, that might be the one that I'd go back to the most if I think about just a love of movies over the years,
Like the Manchurian Candidate, stuff like that?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Spy Games?
Yes, absolutely.
Would you guys consider? I don't know. Maybe I'm just off, but like Air Force One or like A Time to Kill, would those be like suspenseful movies or?
That falls into it has action, but it's suspense because they try to get to something where something happens, you know. So I would throw that in there.
Okay.
But usually the main genre is political drama, spy, and even a little dark humor comedy. Like I care a lot for you, or I care a lot. That movie that's on Netflix where the lady was in a senior citizen home taking people, the elderly money and stuff. So the son was trying to get her back. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys seen it, but if not, I want.
I've heard about it.
It's a great movie, definitely a good movie. So, is there any movie that you didn't see the ending coming? Like
Yes.
The Sixth Sense. Everybody know that one. Like I didn't know all that time that you know what I'm saying, it was Bruce Willis.
Right.
Seven is another one that coming. But for you, Tony, any movies you can think of?
Actually, yes. The Others.
Oh.
The Others was like I did not see that coming. Like when they were, you know, I'm not gonna spoiler alert, but no, it was like they're all dead and they're haunting the house. That was one of those like oh shit moments. Like there's a thing that I used to tell Lady Shasha a lot. Like if a movie has a oh shit moment at the end where I'm just like oh that's a great movie to me. Like
right.
Sign for you right there. That lets you know what it is.
Yeah, like even The Ring. If you want to say like when she had the child with Samara and she had the bones and she was like, I saved her, and the little boy was like, you saved her? Why would you do that? As soon as it hit, I was like, oh shit.
Right. Yep.
Okay. And for you, Night Watcher, there's any movie that you did not see the ending coming?
Yeah, geez, man, there's so many, but I'm trying to think. Well, one that comes to mind was Kiss the Girls.
Great
with Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd. That one was pretty good. Stuff like that. Stuff like damn.
You ever see the story of David Gale?
No.
Might want to check that out.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got a question for both of you. What was a better twist ending, Primal Fear or the one with Kaiser Soze?
Usual Suspects?
Yes. Which one had a better ending to you?
I'm about to go with...
Dang. Well, that's a good one.
You got a second, man. Okay. I'm going to go with Usual Suspect because he took from the room and put it together. But at the same time, Primal Instinct, his mind was something totally different. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Usual Suspect. Which one you're going with, Tony, man?
I'm going with Primal Fear.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, because the way Edward Norton, the way he acted, like timid and almost like had special needs. But you know, if you paid attention to the movie, like you can see little things. But that movie blew my mind.
Well, Edward Norton is an underrated actor. He definitely has range. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of his movie because he hasn't made anything lately.
Right.
But Primal Fear is definitely up there, and I will put that in the top 20 thriller movies that had an oh shit moment at the end.
Yeah.
And Edward Norton is underrated as he should have been the Hulk, not what's his face?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yes. Edward Norton was the best Hulk.
Yeah,
he was good. I like this movie. I like the way he portrayed Banner.
Yeah, he did good. Actually, he did good. They both did good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely with that. But yeah, what are some of your favorite thrillers and suspense movies? Like for me, Hard Candy. I'm not sure if you guys ever seen that.
Yes, with Elliot Page because I don't want to dead name him.
Right.
Yeah. Great movie. Have you seen that One Night Watch?
Yeah. That is a good one.
Classic right there.
Absolutely.
And another one is this one right here.
Memento. Oh my God, man!
Never seen that one.
You have got to see that.
I used to work at Blockbuster, and I would see these things up on the wall, and I would just be like, whatever.
You gotta check that out. You definitely have to check that out. But there's another one that's a thriller, and it's one setting. and I'm gonna share it with you guys. Green Room. Have you
I
seen
haven't
it?
seen.
Saw that one. I did see that one.
Yeah. So what do you think, Tony? Man, that was good, huh?
That was really good because, like, I don't want to spoil it for Night Watch, but it was just like a bunch of rockers get locked in a room with a bunch of Nazis.
Yeah, it was off
It just
the.
went crazy.
Yeah, they definitely went crazy in that one.
That was a good movie, I admit.
So since you haven't watched that one yet, Night Watch, we're both going to recommend that one to you.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, I heard some good things about it, so it's definitely one of those ones on the list for sure.
Cool. All right. So the next topic is Get Out a horror movie, a thriller, or both?
It's both.
It's both.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Night Watch on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
I
me
feel the same
anyways.
way. I feel the same way about that movie. Definitely both.
Mm.
What did I just watch was late. Surprise.
Right? Hey, hey, it is. What's going on? Yeah, I definitely think that's what it is right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna get into the speed round.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
Tony, you're new.
Yeah.
You're going first.
Put your hand. Okay.
You'll be all right.
Thanks.
Night Watch, he's seasoned, so he's already he's fine. He's good.
Yeah, I'm more of just a commenter about dumb stuff, but that was Jesus Christ. I already know that one. That was Haley Joel Osment.
So that's the person.
Yeah, the person who said "I see dead people" to Bruce Willis was Haley Joel Osment before he got big and was in another movie that he got killed.
Okay.
That's funny.
What movie that was made in Boston had River in the title?
Oh, Jesus.
That's for Tony Man.
God, in Boston, that had River in the title. River Wild? No, it can't be River Wild. It wasn't River Wild.
You want me to help you out?
Yes.
Mystic River.
Ow.
Yeah,
Dude, you should have
Great
said
movie. Great
the
movie.
movie in Boston that had a Connecticut river, a Connecticut town in the title. I'd have known it.
Mhm.
Connecticut, you know.
What movie had a Miami sheriff trying to hide evidence from his police department and
Ooh.
wife? I'm gonna go with Night Watch.
Yes.
Miami sheriff trying to hide evidence from the police department. Dang. That's a good one. Wow.
I give you a hint.
All right.
Denzel Washington.
Training Day.
No.
No, I mean not Training Day.
My.
I'm drawing a blank.
Out of Time. Remember him and
Oh.
Nathan? Great
Dang.
movie. You see that one, Tony Man?
Out of time. Maybe a while ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. That's a good
so-
one. Pulling from the vault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like anytime I do these topic guys, I try to write them and just come up with some good stuff.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. What director is considered a master of suspense and thriller?
Alfred Hitchcock.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. What movie was an XCA agent use his skill to rescue his daughter?
Oh God,
Taken.
There you
Taken.
go.
he has a special set of skills or whatever the hell he's.
Particular set of skills.
I love that part when he's like, if you return her, we'll forget all this ever happened.
Yeah, he was trying to negotiate.
As soon as he said that part, you knew he was badass. You know what I mean?
He was too calm. He was too calm on the phone.
Yeah.
What movie franchise gave you the option to refuse the mission?
Mission Impossible.
Yes, of course.
There you
Mission
go.
Impossible.
There you go. I had a feeling Night Watch you were going to get that one when I was writing it.
I love that franchise.
What movie did a suspect talk his way out of a charge in a police station?
See the usual suspects.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just spoke about that too. Blank she wrote, fill in the blank.
Murder.
There
Yeah,
you
Murder
go.
She Wrote.
There you go. The first rule is to never talk about it. I'm gonna go with Tony. Then.
Let me take a stab in the dark and say Fight Club.
There you go. Classic movie right there, man. What hotel has more movies made than it is have chains of hotels?
Psycho.
The Base Hotel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, to go off on a little, there was like when at Universal there used to be like a little Bates Motel, but like it was like a forced perspective. So if you took a picture in front of it, it looked like you were standing in front of the Bates Motel, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
They need to bring it back. Just make a hotel.
They should.
Yeah, so people can like go through it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Halloween Horror Night should do that.
Right?
Actually, I've been there. It's nice down there when I have Halloween Horror Night.
Yeah,
So
man, they should
segment.
bring it back.
Yeah, there's another segment on my ad, guys. It's called Director Spotlight. I did it last week. Today it's going to be David Fletcher. Quite sure you guys are familiar with his work.
Mm.
If not, I will share it with you.
Okay.
So we have Zodiac, Girl with Dragon Tattoo, Seven, of course, Fight Club, Gone Girl, just to name a few of his movies. Panic Room. He's a well-versed director and stuff. So I definitely want to sit here on him and spotlight him on some of the stuff he has done. So I'm going down to a night watch. And what do you think about his stuff, man?
Man, he's a really good director. I really did enjoy so many of those movies. Panic Room was a good one.
Jodie Foster.
I'm a huge Jodie Foster fan, and I think to have a movie that for the most part took place in a few rooms, you know, kind of. I was never bored. Forrest Whitaker was awesome in that movie too.
Yes, he was. Yeah,
and it was a great movie.
Wasn't that the one with Jared Leto had like cornrows and gold teeth? And
yeah. That was my first introduction to him.
I was
me
like,
too.
What the fuck?
Me too, man. But he's just such a good director. He's got a really interesting style. He learns fast too from movie to movie. I mean, he did, and he doesn't talk about it, but he did Alien 3.
Yeah,
and he never talks about that movie because there was a lot of studio interference and a lot of BS that happened. But even in a movie where there was so much studio interference, and I remember we did an episode on it because we went through the whole Alien franchise. But even with a project like that where the studio really interfered with so many of his decisions, you can still see a great artistic film in all of that, you know. And he's got a wonderful filmography, and he's just a really gifted director. He really is.
Yeah, I think all the stuff he's made, you know, he made The Game with Michael Douglas. Definitely enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm gonna have to go with The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I definitely enjoyed that movie that he made. It's one of the better ones, and the way he just shot that, it was great. The script, everything, everything worked.
Yeah.
From Brad Pitt to the setting, the script, everything, because it takes, you know, all these ingredients to make a really good movie. But under his direction, it really just took off. So I'm gonna go with Benjamin Button as my favorite movie from his catalog. What about you, Tony, man?
I'd have to say Seven.
Oh yeah.
Seven is like that's one of my favorite movies. Like remember when I saw it in a movie theater and they showed that first dude, like the one that was caught up in a barbed wire, the fat was it right? That wasn't Saw. That was
that was well,
Seven.
In Seven, he was bound and he was forced to keep eating until he bursted. Gluttony.
And they looked at the back of his neck and he had like that fat roll, he had like a kind of like a fade, but it wasn't a fade and it grew out, but that was disgusting. But the one scene, of course, that everybody talks about is the one with the guy in the bed with all the air fresheners. And what I liked about that part was that the one cop that leaned over did not know that that was an actual actor. So that reaction when he was like, "Oh shit," that was a real reaction.
Oh really? They kept it anyway.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a real reaction.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my favorite movie, and of course the ending, of course, with the twist. I don't know if it was a twist ending.
Well, it was an ending that you didn't think that they would do that, because it was so much buildup. You know,
Right.
you kind of thinking, at least to me, anyways, because I did a spotlight on that scene because it's so fantastic.
Right.
Mhm.
You thought that there would be some type of thing between Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt with John Doe, and you're waiting for it, but really at the end it was talking and Brad Pitt's decision, because of the big surprise and reveal what's in the box.
Right.
And then he goes through, I mean, Jesus, it's like at least a couple minutes of decision on whether he's going to pull the trigger or not. And I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. Of course, anyone who hasn't seen it, you got to watch this movie. But I really didn't think it was going to end the way it did. And David Fincher fought to have it end like that, which was so bleak. Yeah, he wanted it to end like that.
And I have to give Brad Pitt a hell of a lot of credit, because the way he kept, like, he would go serious and then like his face would like start to cry, but then he would turn back and be like serious again, like I'm going to shoot him.
Yes,
and then that was great acting.
Yeah, he's another one that's underrated. I'm not gonna say he's underrated, but I think people don't really understand the range that he brings. I mean, he's not up there with Joaquin Phoenix, but he's a really solid actor. And for me, when it comes to Seven, I think it made a new template to serial killers, and after that, you had Copycat with Sigourney Weaver, so forth and so on. You know, a lot of serial killer movies and stuff like that. I still think Silence of the Lamb is, you know, is touching shoulders with it. I'm gonna put Seven in front of Silence of the Lamb for me.
Also, the one thing that I loved about Seven, there was that one scene that was it was a tell, don't show, and it was the strap dildo with the blade in it, and they never really showed it. But the guy was like, he made me do it. He had a gun to my mouth, and no one knew what it was until they took it off, and then you saw what it was, and you knew what happened. It was like it was, you know, you just got the impression that, damn, this dude.
Yeah, because sometimes I think when it comes to directors, if they can shoot it, edit it, and do it a certain way, it can let you play it in your mind what happens.
Right.
And that separate unique good directors from solid directors, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why we really want to spotlight, you know, David Fincher movies and stuff. Not sure what he got coming down the road. I should have checked, but you know, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is a Switzerland movie. I seen that first a couple years ago. Then I seen his version, and I think he did good for American adaptation of the movie.
Yeah.
Is there supposed to be like the girl that kicked over the hornet's nest, like the second part? I think that is, because I know
there's three of them. The girl that kicked over the hornet's nest, I'm not sure if that's part of that trilogy. I have to look, but there's three. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it is in that trilogy.
Right, it's one of the three. It's one of the three.
Yeah,
it must be the last one then.
Yeah, yep. Okay. I think so.
Yeah, but he definitely has a lot of stuff to offer when it comes to his cinematography. Like I said, the guy is awesome.
Yeah.
Another one of his stuff that's a classic is, of course, Fight Club. He did a Social Network. Haven't seen that one. Have you seen that?
That's a good one.
So it is a good one. Okay, check that one out. And
Gone Girl, that was a good one too.
Have either one of you seen the movie Zodiac? Because I haven't seen it yet, but I did read the book about the Zodiac killer.
Yeah,
that one I haven't seen. Have you seen that, Night Watch?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, you should check it out.
All right. Yeah, because there was a book a long time ago, probably in the 80s or 90s, that my mother had it said Zodiac on it, and it was all about the Zodiac killer. Because, you know, that's one of the things I used to fancy myself on in high school and middle school, is like reading about serial killers. So every time I see Zodiac, I always wanted to like watch it, but I'm like, does it show exactly like what he posted to the police or sent mail, and does it like get into that, or is it like more about the cop?
It's kind of in between in a way. I mean, it was good though. I mean,
Okay.
you should definitely watch it. It
Okay.
really is. I think it's up. And of course, with Fincher, I mean, he has so many great movies, and even within the filmography, there's variation as far as what they are. So
Okay.
it's hard to say. For at least for me, it's hard for me to say what his best movie is. I mean, I know what a couple of my favorites of his are, but Zodiac is definitely one of his best movies, I would think.
All right.
Okay.
And I think universally that it's thought of very highly.
All right.
Yeah.
Check it out then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, I think he has range because he jumps around to different genres too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. And some of his movies he can go dark and he goes light.
Mm-hmm.
He has a muted color to majority of his movies. So
yeah,
I guess that's his signature thing right there, like Tim Burton with his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, one other thing is I love cinematography. Like on Seven,
Mhm.
like when they're driving down the road and it's just like the helicopter shot, of all the poles, and they're like I'm a freak for like directing like that. I love scenes that look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that I definitely enjoy about him. The way he shoots sometimes and stuff is like you can damn near tell. Oh, that's one of his films.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Kubrick with the push pull, or like in The Shining when the little kid Daniel is like he's going down the hallway, and it's just like yes, those are the scenes I absolutely love.
Mm-hmm.
Have a signature shot is Spike Lee when it looked like the guy sitting there and it is walking down the street, but he's sitting there and he had the jazz soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Those are certain things that you notice in directors like we're talking about Steven Spielberg when he did Jaws, just the orchestra on that movie.
Mm-hmm.
The soundtrack is awesome. The way he shot it.
Mm-hmm.
How he goes
Absolutely.
back and forth. Like he had the tension in the music, and then he go to a lighter song to like disarm you, and then he just bam hit you again and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
What's funny is I recently watched Dead Presidents, and when what's his name, Lawrence Tate comes back from the army and he goes into the bar.
Mm-hmm.
The Hughes brothers did that same exact type of thing with Lamar, like him standing on a board and pulling him, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a Spike Lee thing, because Dead Presidents is probably one of my other favorite movies.
Yeah, those are some good directors too. Actually, they got some stuff coming down the pipe. I can't remember the name of the project, but they definitely got some nice stuff coming down the pipe. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get up here and talk about thrillers, plot twists, stuff like that. I do think it's making a little comeback.
Mm-hmm.
There is room for it. Let's see what happens. I think Knife Out let the studio know that they can make money off it, plus entertain people, and people are willing to watch it. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, after this, me and my lady are gonna watch Knife Out, and
would you guys consider that what's it, Don't Breathe 2 considered a horror movie, or would it be a suspense movie?
I would say a thriller.
Okay.
No, you know what? It's a thriller, but it has heavy content.
Yeah.
The content is heavy.
Yeah, I would say so too. It kind of bleeds into both, because it has some horror elements, but it's definitely a thriller, and it's at its heart, I would think.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, it's the same director who did a remake for Evil Dead.
Yes.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
The remake of Evil Dead was pretty damn good, man.
It was, man. I was hoping that they were going to follow up with that,
guess.
but it looks like instead they're going to do something, kind of something that doesn't really follow that mythology for the next Evil Dead installment.
Okay, because I think for me, when I was watching it, I'm such a big Evil Dead fan, all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
That I was looking for the signature theme nights, like all that stuff and the craziness.
Yeah.
But they grounded it, so like, okay, but what he did with it, even though he grounded the movie, it was still good. The way he did it. So I definitely enjoyed it. Spike Lee dolly shots. He put the actors on a rolling dolly. Yeah.
Right.
Well, the one thing I'm not going to name anybody, but one person told me that when we watched the Evil Dead remake, they said, and I quote, if this person doesn't get raped by a tree, then it's not a real Evil Dead movie.
And you know what, though? It's funny you say that because a lot of people, well, you got to remember one thing. They had free range back in the 80s when it comes to horror movies. They got a lot of way with a lot of stuff. I think even if they gave them that free reign again nowadays, they're too sensitive. The moviegoers are way too sensitive now.
Oh my God, yes.
And I think it could be direct to video or platform. And I think the only platform that can really carry something like that, I would say Amazon, because right now they got The Boys. They got Invincible.
Yes.
And to me, I think they said, okay, we're going to take this lane. Since everybody's doing the PG-13, you got the Marvel stuff here, you got Netflix. Yeah. We'll take this lane. You know what I'm saying? So I have no problem with that. But it's a preference thing now, where back in the days, you would take your little brother, he's 10 and he's watching Evil Dead with you or die. But now you can't do that.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. And it turned out fine. Everybody turned out fine. We're okay.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's the whole point, is that we're okay, you know?
Well, it's like when I was growing up, my uncle used to be like, hey, you know, he was like, we're going to the Terminator, and then there might be TNA in it. And I'm like, what's that? And he was like, tits and ass. And I'm like 10. And he's like, yeah, like when there was like a nude scene or whatever, they're like, you know, my uncle's yelling out stuff. I've seen Porky's.
Hey, that's a classic.
Right. And it's like, but nowadays it's like these kids, like, I tell people, like, I work with a bunch of like 20-something-year-olds, and one dude was like, I really want a comedy movie. And I said, you have to watch There's Something About Mary.
Yes.
He was like, what are you talking about? And like, dude, I'm like, that movie would be boycotted against.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know it was you, Lady Shasha. I didn't want to throw your name out there, by the way.
She would say that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's very interesting, though, that our generation, you know, grew up fine and we were exposed to a lot of stuff. We drove around in cars with no seatbelts, and the parents smoked cigarettes with the windows up, you know, and we was okay. You know what I'm saying? We drove water out the water hose because we didn't want to go in the house.
But even recently, when maybe 5-10 years ago, I was a substitute, and the whole thing with the Janet Jackson titty fell out, like falling out. It was on the newspaper and everything. They're like, oh my God, what's going to go on with these kids? Does anybody remember that? Like, that were children? No, they don't. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's just freedom of expression. Let's just make movies that are movies.
Right.
Yeah, I think we'll do a topic on that. Maybe next week I'll put some stuff together and talk about the limits of freedom of speech to pigeonholing directors where they can't execute their thoughts and how they want to have this movie.
I am for that one.
The other part too. The other part is the studio, because at the end of the day, these are millions of dollars, and it's still a business, and they gotta get to the people who's in the seats. So it's a two-pronged approach to that topic. I might entertain that with you guys next week and really get involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, looking forward to more thrillers and suspense. Again, Knife Out really kicked in the door and showed people that the mainstreams are willing to watch it. The studios got their money, and the critics, along with the audience, definitely enjoyed it. So, with that being said, I'm watching it as soon as I get off this live stream.
Did you see what Lady Shasha wrote about having came in the room in 6th grade? Well, la-di-da.
Yeah, right. That's how she got all the extra knowledge.
Yeah. Do you remember like the Playboy channel with the lines be like this?
Yep.
You couldn't really see it.
Yeah.
You're like this trying to squint.
But you still knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I mean, you know, you gotta say yourself as a parent, because I'm a parent, right? You gotta say, okay, well, how do you learn how to drink? You don't drink with your parents, so they go hide and do it on their own. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's a rite of passage. It's a transition. You just hope the best for certain things.
Right.
But I think this is a nice little live stream we had here. Tony,
Yes.
I'm glad that you was on the platform. Hopefully you come back again.
Oh, I'll definitely come back again, especially next week.
Yeah. Night Watch. I hope this hours is better for you because I was
man, that worked out good.
And she was like,
I gotta subscribe to you, Night Watch. I haven't subscribed to you yet.
Yeah, man, get on that thing. What are you talking about, man?
We see you commenting on stuff, and I'm like, damn, this dude. Like, I've seen you on these lives, and I'm like, man, let me talk to him. And so yeah, you got a subscription in me, man.
Nice. I appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
We're gonna be live later on this evening. We're gonna be doing top 10 comedies of the 70s.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's gonna be fun.
Good one right there.
I'll be in your chat room.
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right.
So again, appreciate you guys coming through. Night Watch. I will see you next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Everybody take care.
Bro.
All right. Catch y'all later.
Later.
Right, peace.
Bye.